Gen Z isn't burning out because they're weak. They're burning out because they're carrying pressure that was never designed to be carried alone. Burnout isn't failure. Burnout is simply signal. Let's slow this down and talk about what's really happening. 1. Burnout is a nervous system issue, not a motivation issue. Burnout isn't about lacking discipline or ambition. It happens when the nervous system stays in survival mode for way too long. Constant urgency, constant evaluation, constant comparison. Gen Z grew up in environments where rest never meant safety. Even when work stops, the body stays alert. That's not laziness, that is chronic activation. 2. Gen Z was raised in permanent performance mode. School performance, social media performance, career performance, personal branding performance. Gen Z learned early that they were always being watched, always being measured, always being judged. So effort became tied to self-worth. And when their performance drops, their whole identity feels threatened. And for sure, burnout hits harder when who you are is confused with what you produce. 3. Burnout often looks like emotional numbness. Burnout doesn't always look dramatic. Often it looks like just not feeling anything. No excitement, no curiosity, no sense of progress. But let's get this clear. That numbness is not indifference. It's the nervous system conserving its own energy. And calling this out as lazy only deepens the damage. 4. Productivity culture rewarded self-abandonment. Gen Z watched people succeed by ignoring their bodies, their emotions, and their boundaries. So exhaustion became a badge of commitment. But self-abandonment cannot ever be leadership. It's unsustainable performance. Again, burnout is the cost of confusing sacrifice with value. 5. Rest doesn't work without psychological safety. Time off does not equal recovery. If rest is filled with guilt, or with anxiety, or the fear of falling behind, the body won't register safety. Recovery only happens when the system believes that the threat is over. Burnout heals through safety, not through vacations. 6. Gen Z confuses escape with recovery. Scrolling, gaming, binge watching, disappearing. These create numbing, not restoration. Recovery is not distraction. Recovery is regulation. And regulation happens through boundaries, through grounding, and through choice. 7. Burnout is often a values conflict. Many Gen Z workers burn out not because work is hard, but because the work feels meaningless. When effort contradicts values, the nervous system resists. Burnout is often a sign of misalignment, not inability. 8. Agency is the fastest way to reduce burnout. Burnout decreases when people regain control. Control over pace, control over priorities, control over their boundaries. Burnout is not a weakness, it's wisdom knocking. Leadership begins when you listen, so save this post as your reminder.